Thank you for joining the Syndicate Network and your host, Skywalker the Jedi. Skywalker the Jedi.
Snap, I'm on mute. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Skywalker back at y'all with another one. Man, y'all could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here rocking out with me. And I appreciate that. Much love to everybody in the chat. Sorry I'm a bit late, but I ain't been feeling too good today, y'all. I've been a little under the weather, so it took me a little bit longer to get ready. But we here right now, rocking out. Much love. DC Talk. Alan Belt, even though you at work, much love, bro. Michael Capo. Darshan. We got the homie Integrity back. Much love, bro. Thank you for stopping through. Nessa Noel. Much love, Nessa. Thank you for being here. Who else is in here? Derek Waters. Sky Abyss. Much love, y'all. Lagging. Hold up. I'll be right back, y'all.
Hey, Zero. The dopest, flyest, OG pimp, hustler, gangster, player, hardcore motherfucker living today. To be honest, I am totally and completely on his dick.
Probably asleep right now, but
All right. See if that helped at all. Oh, it's all good, Mama Bear. Thank you guys for locking in with me. Thank you guys for locking in. Shout out to the Spider-Man. Josh Herrera, much love, bro. Oh, snap. That was Mama Bear said, how'd the game go? Unfortunately, we lost. I was a bit ticked off. I had like my best game of the entire season, but we ended up losing still. It was a little crazy. But when the homies came back, we had a good time. And we continued to rock out and have fun. Shout out Vegeta and Arturo. Much love for you guys pulling up. Oh, shout out to Frank C too. Appreciate you sending me that article, bro. I was just kind of pulling it up and looking at it. I ain't got a chance to hit you back yet, but appreciate that, bro. Diva said, so I got a Lanterns ad on your stream. I'm not sad, Arturo. I told you guys earlier I'm a little bit under the weather. Right. But it's all good though. We pushed through, went through and got everything that I had to get done today. And I'm just glad to be here having this conversation with you guys. Sin Havoc. I literally kept the game closed for a while, bro. And then that shit got kind of ugly at the end. I ain't even go front. Got kind of ugly at the end, bro. It was close almost the whole time, and then it got ugly at the end, for sure. Anyway, let's get going with this opening rigmarole and all this stuff. Make sure you guys hit that like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Right, all this Y'all already know what's up. Y'all know where to subscribe, all that good stuff. Shout out to the sponsor of the stream, Nessa Noel. Right, we appreciate you pulling up and always supporting the platform like you do. And those of you guys, whenever you guys give super chats or donate to the platform in any way, it is tallied up, and whoever donates the most will have their name scrolling across the bottom, like Nessa Noel does for this stream. All right, anyway, let's go ahead. Let's get started with this, because we already got people talking about why do I sound sad. So crazy. Anyway, I don't know how I could be sad, right? I don't know how I could be sad. Yo, y'all gonna get enough of not listening to the syndicate for sure. You guys really are. I promise you are. I promise you that you're gonna get enough of not listening to the syndicate. Right? And just because you always support the platform, Nessa, I just want you to go ahead and put your TV on mute.
Where's the dog? The dog, loser! You took the dog! Where's the dog? They've always been wrong about me. I get scared, but that is being human. And that's my greatest strength. Why are you being like this? I wasn't representing any people. We're going to die.
Shout out Vegeta. Anyway, yeah. I don't know how I could be sad. I don't know how anybody in the Zack Snyder fan base can be sad. Right? Alan Bell said, we're not sad. We're feeling very exacerbated. Yeah, I'm just a little under the weather, bro. Right? Mama Bear said, give her more than 2 seconds. That kind of defeats the purpose, you know? Kind of defeats the purpose, right? Anyway. Look, let's go ahead and let's get to this, because this shook up the world, as well as some other news that I'm going to be getting back to later. Where we at? Oh, here we go. Hold up. Let me go ahead, collapse that. Sin Havoc says some ginseng, peppermint tea. Dude, you know what's funny? I was actually with some people earlier, and I was spending like a long time around them, and they kind of knew that my chest was a little congested and all that. Right? Tell me why they waited until the end of the day. Literally, I'm about to leave, and they're like, "Yo, I got some I got some cough drops in there, whole bag full of them." I was like, "What? How dare you hold out on that information?" And I've been up here coughing up phlegm all day. Crazy. Let me see something real quick. Let me actually add this so that you guys can get a look at this. Hopefully I can add this real quick. Right. Straight did me dirty. Was holding out on cough drops all day long, and waited until the end. I'm about to walk out the door, Crazy. What up, Grim? Yeah. Said hoes mad. Hey, what up, Cozy? Crazy. Smacky was like, they was like Ricola at the last second. Exactly. Then I asked her, I was like, why did you do that? Because it was funny because she had like a burn on her hand that was like pretty bad. I was like, imagine if I had some burn cream that would have just gotten rid of whatever was on your hand. And I just didn't say anything. And I was just letting you walk around all day. She was like, well, and maybe I wanted you to suffer a little bit. I was like, that's the first honest thing you didn't say it all day. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's get to this because we got some information dropping. Right. And yeah, we're going to discuss it. I don't know how long I'm going to be here, but we're going to go for as long as we can. All right. We're going to go for as long as we can. Anyway. Blast, right? Imagine. I'm up there congested, bro, coughing up phlegm and shit. Coughing up shit all day long. Right at the end of the day. Yeah, I got some cough drops. Whole bag full of them. Crazy. Anyway, let's look at this article because this got me feeling some type of way. Oh, I feel some type of way. All right. Let's check out this article from page 6 from one of our favorites, Tatiana Siegel, which is funny because obviously anybody that's been part of the Zack Snyder fan base for any extended period of time, you guys know how much Tatiana Siegel goes back and forth from hater to supporter to hater again to supporter, right? So we ain't even going. I mean, that's already, without it needing to be said. But I saw some people just writing off this entire article completely, as if this whole thing was just made up. Now, imagine that. Imagine people trying to tell the Snyder fans to disregard this article just because of who wrote it. Nasty work. Anyway, the headline is Inside Zack Snyder's shock return to Warner Brothers lot as bosses rally miserable staff amid Paramount deal, quote unquote, purgatory. Right? Let's go down. Like the plot twist from some superhero sequel, deposed DC maven Zack Snyder returned to Warner Brothers or to the Warner Brothers lot on Monday night in a major sign. The studio and its once favorite son are ready to bury the hatchet following a messy split in 2021. Right? What happened in 2021 for you guys that have been watching along? Right? What happened in 2021? All right. Mama Bear said, "Is you questioning it?" No. See, here's the thing. What came out of this article and what happened is true. But some of these statements that got inserted is some hater shit. But we're gonna cover that too. But I think the crux of this is absolutely right. But let's keep going. The appearance even buoyed the beleaguered backlot, which one exec dubbed in purgatory as the Paramount merger idles. Sources tell page 6 Hollywood that Snyder, who held the reins of the DC universe for the better part of a decade, before he and Warner Brothers parted ways amid arbitration and a quiet settlement. Right? So who knew about that? Who knew about the fact that Warner Brothers and Zack had reached a settlement? See, this is what I mean when I say I think this shit is real. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I think this shit is absolutely real. But we're going to get to the BS part later. As a matter of fact, look, hold up. I did this, guys, because we got some big news to talk about. And I don't really have the energy that I like normally have. So I had to bring the homie Cozy on here, man, and maybe that can pick up the spirits a little bit, man, because, bruh, this is crazy. But we ain't even really got started yet. How are you feeling, bro? Welcome to the platform. You're on mute, bro. Muted.
Oh, that was awkward. Yeah.
All good.
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain. Once again, always a pleasure to be on the platform. What's up, chat? What's up, chat?
Anessa says she's tight having to write this article. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Right?
Having to say something positive about Zack. No, I know it's got an itch.
And Nessa said, first time I'm hearing about this. Yeah, I ain't heard about no settlement. DC Talk said Shield didn't know. Hey, I'm not shocked. They don't know a lot of stuff. Right? They don't know a lot of stuff. First, they was out there begging the states to sue. Now they out there begging them to stop. Which I'm gonna get to that later. Crazy, bruh. How the hell these people gonna go from begging the states to sue to now you begging them to stop? You ain't get what you wanted?
I hear acting like Nino Brown. Now you're regretting being Nino Brown. Crazy.
Bruh, Nino held it out to the end, bro.
Yeah.
I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth, Miss Hawkins. Right? Nah, bro. Nino ain't go out like that. Not that I remember. Smacky said, we were told he got paid zilch for ZSJL, so the settlement part is news to me. Me too.
Yeah.
Right? Smacky said, Cozy, weird question, but what does your hoodie smell like?
Hey, man. Let's not be federal. Let's not be federal around here. All right.
He said
that's crazy.
He said, bro,
crazy.
the feds listening, bro.
It's crazy.
All right. He said, I'm gonna be fresh as hell if the feds watching. We got Bad Dan with the memory chat for 31 months saying Zack is coming back. What the hell? Oh, the other stream started. I was like, what the hell? Why am I hearing myself twice? Zack is coming back. Whether it be Netflix getting WB as a whole or getting DC separately, along with Universal. This seems like a good sign. Do ZSJL 2 and 3 with all the cast back, including Ezra. Shout out to Bad Dan, man. We appreciate that support, bro. Let me go ahead and give you this drop, man.
Real quick, I want to ask you not about the legalities or like the probabilities or anything like that, but can you just speak to the resolve of your fan base that now that we're trying to get this thing sold to a third party?
The fan base has consistently been amazing and consistently, look, regardless of what I think, the fan base has their own ideas and they seem to win.
Man. Right. But yeah. What's your thoughts on this settlement news, bro?
I didn't really think there was a settlement. Like I didn't. The only thing I know about is the lawsuit going on with David Ellison and Paramount, but I didn't know there was like a whole other thing going on with this with DC and Snyder, but news to me.
Yeah, man. Me too, bro. So there was a settlement. Says return to the Burbank lot to host a screening of director John Boorman's 1981 Arthurian epic Excalibur for staffers. So now we know what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
He was there hosting for Excalibur, bro, which we all know is a movie that Zack Snyder loves.
Yeah.
What's also funny is that they use that film too, because that's another myth, right? Excalibur. And they had shiny armor and all that kind of stuff too that wasn't very realistic, but people loved the movie. So interesting. But anyway, this continues on to say Snyder received a hero's welcome at the event. Oh my God. Spies said. So they ain't even got nobody that's willing to go on the record with this shit. Like, y'all know, I wish I was there. I'd have had the footage for y'all, bro. Facts. That shit would have got leaked. Matter of fact, look, if you got some footage, go ahead and shoot that to me. You know what I mean? Skywalker the Jedi at gmail.com. Anyway. But yeah, man, he got a hero's welcome. Spy said, as a full house of motion picture group employees and guests converged. Some even standing for a Q&A between the Man of Steel director and studio bosses Mike DeLuca and Pam Abdi. So
that last part right there, Scott, you might not get your footage.
Nah, I might get it, bro. Hey, when no cameras allowed in Hall H during certain parts too, and that footage still made it out, right? Like,
true. For
sure. They said and no cameras were allowed. We hear, but popcorn and candy was served. Somebody got that shit. Ain't no way this is not on film, bro. There's no way. But hey, he's there with Mike DeLuca and Pam Abdi, fielding questions. Maybe that's why they didn't want no cameras there. And they don't want them questions getting out, bro. They don't want them questions getting out, dog. What if somebody asked a Skywalker special? You know what I mean? And like all of a sudden, you're right. This is nasty work. DeLuca and Abdi launched the movie nights when they joined Warner's in 2022 to celebrate the Story Studios library and its filmmakers. The popular staff screenings have more recently become a way of rallying the troops. After all, morale is at an all-time low at the studio, whose fate remains uncertain as a coalition of 12 state attorneys general, led by California's Rob Bonta, tries to block the proposed $110 million Paramount Warner Brothers Discovery merger. So this is just like a cavalcade of shit that they're mad about. So not only is Zack Snyder back on the Warner Brothers lot, but he's getting a hero's welcome. He's fielding questions with Mike DeLuca and Pam Abdi.
Yeah.
Right? And now we're hearing about this lawsuit that Paramount keeps trying to get this thing to go away, and I don't think it's gonna work, bro. But what's your thoughts on all this so far?
I find it interesting that the morale was all time low at the studio. Like, I see, like,
You ain't hear
it's
about
just me.
Supergirl, bro?
Hmm?
You ain't hear about Supergirl?
Oh, I heard about it. I'm just,
Why? Why
I
you
find
shocked, bro?
no, it's not even. I'm shocked. There's a morale is low. I'm just shocked that they're trying to play it like, oh, their morale is low because of this, whole lawsuit going on. And I'm like, I don't think it's I don't want to say I don't think, but I'm pretty sure it's not because of the lawsuits with Paramount and all that. But I just love how they try to paint it as like, oh yeah, the morale is all like, super low, but that's because, Rob Bonta is trying to stop this merger and all that. And it's like, but let's ignore the fact before that you had employees saying they prefer the Netflix deal than the Paramount deal. So it's kind of funny that they, trying to paint it this way. I was just like, yeah, no, like, yeah, we know, we're doing this screening, having Zach come and, host it for Excalibur because, morale's low because of the lawsuit, not because people didn't want Paramount not to get WB or anything, but,
Or
so,
even because of the $250 million disaster they just fucking released in theaters. But
that
crazy
too.
enough, I'm talking about my energy levels being low. We got the homie Apex Lux in the building. What's going on, bro?
Hey,
Man, what's good? What's good? How's everybody doing?
doing good, man.
Hey, how's my volume? Do I need to turn it down or no?
Nah,
No, you good.
Okay. Cool. Man, what a day. A day of
What?
triumph and spin. Shout out to the chat. I see y'all. What up, Sin? What up, Mama
Hey,
Bear?
I'm
What
gonna
up,
let
DC
y'all
Talk?
cook. Hold it down, Leon, because I'm a little under the weather today, bro. You know what I
What up,
mean?
Nessa?
So yeah,
Is you
yeah,
good, bro?
yeah. No, I just some congestion in my chest, bro. That's it. You know what I mean?
Nah, I feel you.
I just went to sleep with the fan on like super high and was under it and the window open and I just
I
woke up.
hate when that happens.
It was just all bad today, bro. You know what I mean? But yeah. I'll be back. Mama Bear said your energy is as low as Supergirl's box office. It's even lower, probably.
Damn.
That's fucking possible. But I'll be back.
That's crazy. Supergirl catching a stray. That's about all she caught because she damn sure didn't catch no money. But anyway, man. So what are your thoughts on this, bro? I know I think y'all been cooking. I haven't been viewing. I literally just got out of a Zoom call and I was like, the homie live. Let me hop in and see what's good.
Oh yeah, we
Wait,
just
just so you know, Leon, we are cooking on the fact that this article, because we just got to the part where it was talking about the lawsuit. We're talking about this article being kind of like a cavalcade of things that's pissing off the people. Like Zach is back at Warner Brothers. He got a hero's welcome, right? He getting asked questions, right? All this other stuff. And then they started going into the fucking lawsuit. And I'm like, yo, this is just a cavalcade of shit that the people are mad about. So yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, bro. Cause like I'm gonna say this, like I kind of put together like little clues on one of my posts because I saw people trying to say, oh, you know, well, basically they were trying to act like they were trying to downplay what it is and trying to act like they just invited them over for a screening because they do a lot of screenings or whatever, right? So on
yeah.
my post, I put the screenshot of the settlement, the quiet settlement that Warner Brothers had with Zack Snyder about the Justice League and DCEU that nobody knew or talked about. That's big. That information is coming out at the same time as this information that Zack Snyder is back at the Warner Brothers Studios lot to screen none other than Excalibur. Excalibur is one of, if not Zack Snyder's favorite freaking movie. So
Facts.
we got Zack posted a picture on IG talking about being around spectacular people and brilliant people and being back at home essentially at Warner Brothers. Then you got the article saying he got a hero's welcome.
Mhm.
And then you got details about Pam, Abdi, and Mike DeLuca basically facilitating this, right? And that tidbit about Zack Snyder's Warner Brothers settlement, quiet settlement. That's a thing that's been happened. That happened a while ago, from what I'm gathering. They're letting that out now, right? And I don't want to say a while ago like it was ancient, but what I'm
Didn't
saying
Nolan get a settlement too?
right. So there was, you know what I'm saying? But that all that stuff was like kept kind of whatever, you know. They're saying this because to me, they're waving the white flag and they're letting little details out. That settlement is like, wait, why are y'all telling us this? That's interesting. Almost like you're trying to show how to make amends. Heroes welcome, settlement, and Excalibur. They showed Excalibur. They could have showed any movie.
Yeah.
They showed Excalibur. Oh, they brought him there just to do that. They could have brought anybody there to do that. They brought Zachary Edward Snyder. He's not the only person that likes Excalibur and that has been influenced by Excalibur. Guillermo del Toro is another person. First of all, everybody has been. Let's just go there, right? James Cameron, all of them are children of Excalibur, right? I love that freaking film. It's a vitriolic, rips you apart sort of a film, emotionally, thematically. It's not your daddy's movie, man. Like it's not your what should I say? Like it ain't some little children's flick, right? It's powerful, man, and it's very masculine in the fact that the protagonist has to endure all that he's endured, and then when it's time to be the champion again, he has to get up.
I must ride with my knights.
I must ride. You came right on time. I must ride with my knights. Oh, I'm not gonna spoil anything just in case y'all haven't seen it because it's old, but it's one of those movies I want y'all to experience it. Bat Dan saying he never saw Excalibur. You should check it out, bro. I have the special edition. It's amazing. It's amazing. I got that bad boy on. I believe. Do I have it on Steelbook? Let me see.
We got to defend what was, bro.
Facts.
And the dream of what could be.
Facts. And the king and the land is one. You know what I'm saying? And look, man, there's
the
so
land
much
and the king are one, bro.
Think about it. Zack coming back is representative of that. That rhymed a little bit. Like, come on, bro. There's too many signs, man. That thing with the loss, the settlement really was like, and then Excalibur was like the cherry on top.
Yeah.
Then you surround that with the details of Heroes Welcome, the once Warner Brothers once proud son, bro. Like what?
Mike and Pam inviting him. Mike and Pam being the specific ones inviting him.
The lady of the lake, bro. They don't know what's going on, bro.
What'd you say?
I was like the lady of the lake, bro. They don't know.
What's going on, bro. Facts, bro. There can be only one, my nigga. But like the thing where they said the part that I read when they said Zack's, what he said, Warner Brothers once proud son. I was like, wow. Some of this stuff could be taken as backhanded compliments, but like we haven't heard Zack spoken of in this manner in a while.
Yeah,
this is like a lot of that stuff was incredibly complimentary. Somebody said they watched the movie Leon, but they were all discussing something while watching the movie because they can discuss the outside of doors. These are spies. Here, spies can't enter. Facts. Yeah, it was actually, that was another thing that was very hush hush closed screening. You know what I'm saying? Me and Sky have been a part of those situations. You know what I'm saying? Where it's only nights are allowed in. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. When I read that article and the news today, I thought it was great. I didn't need to read any more, hear no more. But yet, I see the internet all abuzz of trying to make it seem like, oh, it's nothing. It's nothing. And so, what did you think when you saw it, Cozy? When you saw the commotion and the positive and the negative?
I just had to like the only thing that went in my head was like this, basically the same thoughts you had of like this can't be just a nothing burger or a nothing story like this, especially when somebody Tatiana Siegel is writing this and it's mostly positive and like
Great point, Cozy.
like
Because in her snake like venomous ways that she can't help but be positive. That's why some of it felt a bit snarky and backhanded, just to a little bit. But
yeah,
if you're inquisitive and you're intuitive, you can read that and say, nah, you can't hide Heroes Welcome. You can't hide Warner Brothers Once Proud Son. You can't hide Quiet Settlement. You can't hide Excalibur. But continue.
yeah, like especially like what really like out of everything that stood out to me, even with like the Heroes Welcome and all that, is Mike and Pam invited him. And if anybody knows anything and you're a Snyder fan, Mike and Pam have been there and been with Zack.
They the reason full circle happened.
Yep,
for sure.
Full circle. And they were the ones that were facilitating the restoration of the Snyderverse.
Facts.
Before it needed to turn into a cell movement.
Facts. So when I see something of Mike and Pam inviting Zack to a Excalibur screening, that just tells me, oh, they're finally having, and I'm not saying finally like they haven't had discussions before, but this might be the convo that gets everything started and get him back. And I just read, I'm like, all right, we're finally moving. Now I just got to see how does this get executed, because everything I've read just tells me, oh yeah, okay, he's back. It's not officially back, but from this you can kind of infer of like, oh, he's back, and they're sick of guns bullshit. So I was just like, yo, all right, let's do this. So I'm pretty excited. And then anything with Mike and Pam attached to it, I'm like, all right, we're most likely in good hands, because they're the only ones that like I know of that I can trust. So if Mike and Pam are inviting Zack to have conversations, especially they're doing a Q&A with not just employees, but what other guests they're inviting,
and special guests.
That lets me know, oh, okay, they're probably going to ask him the important questions about DC and where his head is at and all that. So yeah,
that's why they won't release the footage, man. If somebody get that footage out there, I'm telling you, skywalkerthejedi@gmail.com. Just go ahead and shoot that in there for sure.
Big facts.
But I don't know if you wanted to read further, Sky, but like the other thing that stood out was this whole like
I was just waiting
middle part here with the question, but I'm gonna let you read till we get there.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna read this because we saw some people saying we can't read the words on the screen. That's why I was reading them to you. That's why.
Derp.
But Snyder's inclusion certainly raised eyebrows, even if nearly all of the executives and creatives he battled to bring his 242-minute Zack Snyder's Justice League to the screen are long gone, several of whom secured their own related settlements, which is also something crazy. Right? Here we go.
This is the part.
What are Mike and Pam thinking? As one current executive who lived through the tumultuous period when Zack Snyder's fans harangued and targeted the studio for enlisting Buffy the Vampire Slayer creator Joss Whedon, who also helmed Marvel's first 2 Avengers movies, to oversee reshoots and post-production on the 2017 Justice League. First of all, that is not why he was harangued.
Yeah.
Right? He was harangued for much more than that. It wasn't just, hey, we're gonna bring in Joss Whedon and everybody flipped out.
Well, first of all, it's interesting. I'm glad you said that because the way I remember it is there were a lot of normies online and in real life who whoever knew, they thought that was a great idea.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't think much of it. I was like, oh, okay, the dude from Avengers gonna do a DC movie. I was like,
nobody was
that's
tripping like
weird.
that.
The only thing I thought was that's weird because I'm stubborn and I don't like DC and Marvel mixing like that. But other than that, I wasn't like crashing out. Oh, it's Joss Whedon. I had no reason to. I just thought it was, you know, Joss Whedon coming in to clean up, like they said. Every article said he was coming in to honor Zack Snyder's vision.
Yeah. Which I thought the same thing of like, I was like, it's kind of weird you're bringing the guy who did the first 2 Avengers to finish off Justice League, but I was like, all right, I mean, I can't think of anybody else to finish it off, and it wasn't a lot that he needed to finish, but to word it like they're trying to treat it like how people reacted when they announced Ben Affleck's gonna be Batman. Like, it's like, no, bro, like nobody was, you know, in tears or crashing out or anything. It's just everybody was like, oh, okay, all right, Joss Whedon, whatever. And then what he did is when people crashed out. Like, it's crazy. They're still trying to paint him in this like he did no wrong. Like, it's crazy.
Crazy, bro. Hold up. Let's keep it going. It says if that film wound up being a schizophrenic superhero stew that squandered DC's holy trinity of Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. First of all, Superman is one word, Tatiana.
Yeah, I saw that too when I read it. That's so funny that you said that. I was reading, I was like,
Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, and made $661 million worldwide is a far cry from whatever. Then again, that was all before DeLuca and Abdi were tapped to run the studio. Speculation is now mounting that Snyder may be back in the fold for more than just hosting duties. Snyder is writing and directing a remake of the 1981 cult classic Escape from New York for Studio Canal. In December, Studio Canal, parent company Canal Plus, and WBD signed a new multi-year and multi-territory agreement. We hear that it should come as no surprise if Snyder's Escape from New York soon lands on Warner's distribution calendar. So, what's y'all take on this article, man? Because this is some pretty good stuff, bro. This is some pretty good stuff, even if it feels like she didn't want to have to write it.
Right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that I think the Escape from New York conversation is true, but I think the thing she's not saying in this article, which is like obvious that anybody would ask and say, which is they're having the conversation about DC. Like, there's no way the shit that Gunn did with DC and then how bad Supergirl did, there's no way you're not having a conversation with the guy that made you money when he was there last time with DC. So,
hey, Frank C says, keep in mind that Gunn is off shooting Man of Tomorrow. Gunn has to feel like he's being cheated on. He's getting what he deserves. Yeah, bro, he's not. He's being cheated on in front of him. Like, so, yeah, it's more like what Smacky was talking about. You know what I mean? Gunn is sitting in a chair like P. Diddy was, bro. All right, I'm gonna stop. Go ahead. Motherfucker sitting in a chair in a corner watching his DC characters get taken back from him.
Well, when you got ED, I guess you gotta watch somebody else smash your chick. Anyway, though, what you were saying?
Oh yeah, no, just that
What up,
like
W Mir?
it's clear she didn't want to mention the like possibility of him coming back to DC, which, you know, if you weren't biased and have a hatred towards Zach, you would mention that in the article. But that's just me though, because I like Zach, so I mean, but I wouldn't doubt that it's both the Escape from New York, but they could be using Escape from New York. Not saying he is not going to do it, but they're probably using that and feeding it to people as a like a cover up for the conversation about DC with him. That's just my guess and theory, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so my thoughts on it are this. She wrote that, like I was saying earlier, she wrote that to be, she couldn't help but be
Read this
incidentally
comment, bro.
more like DD. Bruh, that's hilarious. Hey, shout out to Mama Bear. She wrote that to be, she was unintentionally well, not even unintentionally. She probably had to be as complimentary as she could muster, right? While also towing the line of, I can't really make it seem like this is more significant than what it is. She was trying to downplay it just a tiny bit by trying to say like, oh, you know, he's got films that he's making, so of course, you know, blah blah blah. And it's like, come on, let's not act like DC isn't the biggest thing on the table. Like I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, Zach comes in, daps everybody up, and the first thing everybody says, so hey, look, so I'm saying, like,
Is you coming back to come fix this shit or not,
Is
bro?
you back?
Like,
Hey.
right?
Hey homie, you back? You back?
Facts.
You back?
Facts.
What's up? Yeah. We getting a
What's
Batman
happening?
movie finally? What's
Yeah.
up?
what y'all think Greg Silverman was saying?
Right. Right. Like, come on, man. Like, really? We're not gonna go to the biggest DC guy, not named Nolan? Like, come on, man. That's crazy. I damn near. Let me check something real quick. Y'all do y'all thing. I'll be right back.
Hey man, if I was an employee in there, I would walk up to Zach. Hey, bro, they got you back, bro. Please tell me they got you back, bro. Please.
First
tell
thing
me
I
they
say is, hey, I'm about to tape this shit and send it to Skywalker for sure. Somebody gonna get this footage.
they gotta know.
It's in
They
the
gotta
Skywalker the Jedi at gmail.com. Once again, please. That is Skywalker, SKII. I was just joking. Y'all funny, but nah, dude. Nah, this is crazy work, man. This is crazy work. And they trying their hardest. Oh, it's for Escape from New York. I saw somebody that was acting like a fan a while back. I guess Patty Jenkins is also returning, and the other directors mentioned there, right? The ones with the naive minds are the ones who keep thinking about the restoration. Yeah, that was a Snyder fan, right?
Oh, trying to say that just because Patty was there doing presenting one. First of all, guess
You
what?
know who said that, right?
Who?
I'm about to put it in the back
Shield?
chat. Nope.
Yeah, just put it in the back chat. I'm gonna say this: if Patty is, that could be a sign that she's coming back. So the fuck what? But hold on.
I saw who. Okay.
Crazy, right?
Interesting,
Of
right?
course, that goofy. Yeah. They've
Wasn't
been
they a
on that
fan?
though. They've been on that though. They've
Weren't
been on
they a
that
fan
though.
though?
Oh, for sure. Hardcore.
I could have
Allegedly.
I could
I'll
have
be back.
swore that was a fan. And now all of a sudden we're naive. That at a time where fucking Supergirl flopped and left the theaters early, and while James Gunn is off shooting his fucking stupid ass follow-up, Zack Snyder's on a fucking WB lot, and y'all calling us naive. See, bro, this is why, man, dude. Sometimes, bro, I swear, y'all don't deserve us, bro. On everything, y'all don't deserve us, bro. This fandom is trash. Sometimes, bro. I swear. W Mirror with the $10 super chat saying Zach be like Bernie Mac from Head of State, stepping off from the train. Oh wait, stepping off from the train. Gun, brother.
You remember that?
Hey, did you get my demo tape? Hey, bro. Bernie Mac was slapping the hell out of everybody in that train station, bro.
Brother, hey, did you get my demo tape? Hell on my face.
Fire from his ass, bro. Look, let me go.
I got some numbers when we get back.
Let me go ahead and give this drop, bro. Actually, I got two for you.
Somebody get these beggars out of here.
No one's accusing you of running away. They're accusing you of losing. Rest assured, everyone believes you ran cock first as hard as you could straight into a brick wall. And second, I didn't realize the existence of repeated unsuccessful attempts was actually good news. That's huge for DC movies, if true. And that string of failures brings me to the fact...
Crazy.
You know what's funny? I thought that the part where Gun was for real, bro. I was like, what? But he was doing that whole political thing and then using DC as an analogy for the political thing, which was insane. Because like if you're watching this, right, when you watch that clip, he's talking about, you know, politics and his opinion on it, and all of a sudden he's like, wait, you just said DC movies? I'm like, damn. I'm like, that's random as fuck. Which I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you showed that clip. That's another sign.
Yeah,
bro. Since when is DC back to being the punching bag in the mainstream? Think about that, bro. We got DC being the punchline that it always should have been since Gun's been there, and you saw all them damn movies he put up there.
Yeah.
Crazy because Superman, Supergirl was missing. Yeah, he had stuff like Black Adam up there, which is crazy. More shots at The Rock. That shit made money though.
Yeah.
And yes, to answer Smacky's question, I am about to put up. My fault. Money. What made
we
money?
about to financial class?
Oh my god, bro.
Chris Nolan made $2.46 billion. He made money. Zack Snyder, y'all remember when we said the Dangling Keys movies, the ones that had his name and the official stuff, put that all together, $4.966 billion. Money. Not dollars, money.
Crazy.
The two biggest DC
so much
guys,
money,
man.
we don't even know what to do with it.
We don't know what to do.
It's just rolling in. We're just bathing in it at this point. All the money from the merchandise, the
t-shirts,
the physical media sales. Oh my god, they're tremendous.
My god,
they even had people ordering their DVDs from the EU. I've never heard of it.
Yes, this is crazy.
Tremendous.
Never before
they still went to HBO Max, even though they had the physical copies in their homes. My god,
it's amazing.
That just prints money.
We should get this man back to work. Somebody should immediately.
Pam, get Zach on the phone now. Straight up, man. But,
so we didn't learn. We didn't learn from last time. We didn't. So we didn't learn. Comprehension. We didn't learn.
Night Views made no money.
No money.
As a matter of fact, I don't even know if it comes on anymore. It didn't even last 2 weekends. I'm not sure. And somebody should check on that fake news show.
Evening Views.
You know that's a fake night shift, right?
Night shift made money.
Night Views did
no money.
negative money is greater than night views. Oh my god, I can't keep doing this, man.
Oh man.
Hey, this is crazy news though, man. Right? Zach
definitely.
back on the lot, and now we know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Zach was on there holding court, man. Real quick too, Apex, can you just talk about like what it's like being at some of these screenings that are like, you know, for your eyes only type things?
Oh, it's dope, man. I remember like the very first one that I've been to like that in regards to like this era of movie making was BVS, bro. The fan screening that they did, the early one, and I almost didn't make it, man. I already told that story ad nauseum, but it was a bunch of execs in there. It was pretty cool. So I know it wasn't as much as like LA and what you call it, you know what I mean? But shit was pretty crazy. It's crazy because like to have them traveling like that, putting the movie in different cities, you know what I mean? There was a lot of confidence in BVS. People believed in it. And that screening was powerful, man. That was one of them standing O screenings, you know, they talk about the standing ovations and all that. We left that theater like, yo, what did we just watch? This is crazy. That's why I don't want to hear no slander about like, oh, the theatrical version. We can poo-poo on Warner Brothers for having Zach do unnecessary editing to it, for sure. But I ain't gonna go too further than that. That movie was dope. But yeah, being in these screenings with like Sky, like watching Ultimate Edition and Full Circle, a lot, you know, it's not necessarily closed screening, and you know, you're not like the press was still there, but it's something about some of this stuff that's just like hush hush. The Frank Miller John, if not for us, y'all wouldn't have known about it.
16,000 views, by the way. It did a great job. And shouts out to Apex Lux and Skywalker the Jedi. They were the only two. And the only two that had the courage.
For sure.
You know?
We set up real quick.
Everybody else was worried about themselves and
get little clips. You know. Everything Zach related, we has been pretty closed off. Damn near. What was another the cartoon that he did? Twilight. That was pretty closed off.
First 2 episodes.
Man. And shout out to Zach, bro.
Do executives like from the secret screenings y'all been to? Do they wear suits to these like screenings, or is it like they're just like in regular clothes hiding?
Nah, they being like regular. Jim Lee was at the Frank Miller thing looking like one of us, bro.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? Like,
facts. I almost didn't see his ass.
Almost.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I should have went up to him and said, "What up?" Because I met that cat so many times. But he probably I know he don't remember who the hell I am now. But he remembered me during one of those San Diego Comic Cons because he was just in my state. I already told y'all that story where the one nerdy dude was damn near about to blow him. It was pretty nuts. It was like, oh, bro, calm down. Like Jim Lee's a person just like the rest of us. Anyway, but yeah, everybody be chilling, man. Regular clothes. All of Zach's homies was there at the Frank Miller John with chilling in regular clothes.
You know? Yeah, everybody only get dressed up at like the premieres and stuff.
Okay, all right, I bet.
Frank C says to add even more to this, WBD invites Zach back after the historic Spider-Man opening. This is not rocket science.
Frank, good detail, bro. That's such a good detail.
Going back on mute.
Such a good detail, bro.
That's a great point.
Yeah, because bro, if you think about it, anytime there's been good buzz about DC, it's about some shit that Zach has posted, and then we fans make it a buzz, and then it goes viral.
Wait, you
It's
mean
the
to tell
first time
me
Warner Brothers
that
facilitated this?
you mean to tell me that you're not chomping at the bit from the Jimmy Olsen and Gorilla Grodd castings, bro?
Oh, bro, who's Jimmy? I'm just kidding. Don't tell me.
No, I mean if they've been casting, bro, they cast Gorilla Grodd. I don't really know who's like playing any of these people, but crazy. They've actually been cast. Think about that. They cast Gorilla Grodd, and you have no idea who's playing him.
I didn't even know this is a thing. Everything you're saying right now. I didn't know any of this existed.
He's been cast.
I thought the Jimmy Olsen thing was a meme. That's
no,
really a thing?
No, bro. It's a Jimmy Olsen / Gorilla Grodd show.
Hey, bro, man, this out the mud, bro. We out.
You thought I was joking, bro?
Peace. What?
Yeah,
bro.
No,
you thought it was a joke.
The internet was joking.
No, dog.
Not you. The world, Craig. That's a real thing.
Yeah, some guy named Jimmy Tatro is playing Gorilla Grodd.
Yeah, the fact that I'm excited for the X-Men casting, then
crazy, bro.
Wherever
Jimmy,
the fuck
who?
this show is like, yo.
Wait. What is Gorilla Grodd doing? What?
Bro,
what are y'all talking about?
Yeah, bro. He's going up against Jimmy Olsen.
For what?
I don't know, bro.
This is so stupid.
I don't know, bro.
This is the type of shit that you just want to grab somebody and shake them, and there's nobody around to do it. You're grabbing the wrong person, innocent bystanders and shit. Jimmy Olsen, Gorilla Grodd comedy show?
Yeah.
Have we talked about this?
Obviously, it's got to be a comedy show.
I definitely covered it once.
Because it sounds like deja vu. Because I've heard the Jimmy Olsen thing. The whole time I'm thinking this is a joke.
Hold up, bro.
Yo, DC sucks. This shit is crazy.
Yo,
this shit's crazy, bro.
To show you this guy.
He said Jimmy Olsen and Gorilla
This is your
Grodd.
new Gorilla Grodd, bro. This guy.
This dude. Oh my god.
Hold on, I gotta maximize my screen. Oh, come on.
I hope you guys see that says American actor and YouTuber.
Oh,
so
my god.
Look,
he's in a lot of comedies, so like I know. Oh my god.
I think I got a chance at being cast in the Snyderverse now, bro.
No, facts,
bro.
Hey, somebody told Gunn, put the fries in the bag, bro.
Hey, bro.
And that's to say, oh wow, I recognize him.
I want to play Calabac or something now, bro. You know what I mean? Like, right? Like, I mean, I think it's only right, bro.
No, facts. I'm not even gonna laugh at that. That's facts. He's playing Gorilla Grodd in the Jimmy Olsen series. Who I want to play, man? Shit, I want to play Mr. Miracle, bro. Yeah,
there you go, bro.
Gods. Yeah.
See,
hey, cast me as somebody being saved by Batman. I'm just do that.
Oh, Metron. That's who I want to be. Yeah, cast me as Metron. I'll just chill in the chair, talk some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro.
Might as well.
TJ said, "In Gun We Trust." Gorilla Grodd versus Jimmy Olsen in instead of Gorilla Grodd versus the Flash. Let that sink in. Yeah.
Wild. One of the first jokes is going to be, "You're a talking gorilla." Derp, derp, derp.
Oh god.
Smacky, you got
TJ said YouTuber. I'm like, bro, I'm about to go send this dude some super chats, bro. Something like, you know what I mean? Like something, bro. This is crazy.
That's wild. Yeah, no, you know what? You're right, Smacky. I'm about to be Mr. Mr. Miracle again. I want a big,
Yeah.
tall bitch to be, you
Mhm.
know what I'm saying, Big Barda. And I stress the bitch part because Big Barda's a bitch. She's quite warrior-like and masculine and powerful. I want her to be able to pick me up,
I
pick my
love
big
in
ass up.
I love in that cartoon when what was it, Superman and Wonder Woman went to go knock on the door, and then Big Barda answered it, and then she turned around and Batman was in the house.
Yep.
See, Pattinson, Reeves, that's how it's done, bro.
Facts.
And that shit was even during the daytime. Facts,
bro.
Facts.
In the house of a super being from
He
New
still popped up in
Genesis,
the motherfucking house.
in a new
He still
Genesis
made it in
home.
here, bro.
A
He
new
still
God.
made it in here, bro.
And she was looking at him like he was absolutely crazy. Meanwhile, he can't even get into a club in Gotham.
So,
anyway,
look, I'm gonna let y'all cook, bro. Let's go ahead and start wrapping this up, man. I gotta close this out, bro. My fucking chest is getting crazy.
Hey, man, I'm just saying, I'm putting in my bid to be the next DC Mr. Miracle, bro.
You know what?
I'll be Big Barda, bro.
I'll be vigilante. I'll put some respect on vigilante again, bro.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Like I
facts.
gotta do that for the homie Mikey.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
bro.
Facts.
Crazy.
Gorilla Grodd and
Thick Barda
Olsen, bro. Thick Barda.
Right, but Koji, what's your last thoughts, man, on all this news, bro?
I mean, at this point, we know what it is. Like, Zack's back, or at least I'll say Zack's back for now. But
technically, you're right, bro. Shit, he on the lot.
Where is integrity when you need him, bro?
Right.
I need that comment. You know
I think he said it earlier.
Nah, but
like way earlier because I was in.
I need a fresh one,
earlier
bro.
Before it started. Oh,
I need a fresh one, bro.
I feel that.
Yeah, like I said earlier, like there's no way you are executive seeing the bullshit that Gunn is doing with the DC, and Mike and Pam is inviting Zack, and you don't have a conversation about DC. There's no possible way you're not talking to Zack about DC and like
while Supergirl is flopping, bro.
Yeah,
currently flopping on like a big mouth bass on a deck of a boat, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Super
flopping, boy.
You got Brown Lanterns with killing off Hal Jordan. The first episode in your poster is Jon Stewart looking at Hal Jordan crazy, which is like a crazy ass poster to post. I don't know who's. I mean, well, I do know who signed off on it, but
bro, this is Lantern v Lantern, bro. The dawn of Oa.
fighting over one ring too. It's like, bro, like
crazy.
Like, bro, get this dude out of DC.
One ring to rule them all, bro.
Get Zack back, bro.
But is that the premise though?
If they're gonna be like, we have to take this ring to Mount Doom. I mean Oa. Right? Like it's like, bro, these motherfuckers just copied and pasted the script, cuz.
But is that the thing though? That they're fighting over one ring or whatever?
It's supposed to be like Hal's supposed to be teaching him, but like Hal thinks he knows better than John because I mean Hal's been a Green Lantern longer than him, and John is just like supposed to be the younger dude who doesn't need to take any lessons from an older dude. So it's just like it's like they're doing shit with one ring, and I'm just like, bro.
Yeah, bro. It was only in a budget for one ring, for one ring, and then two, if you really think about it, bro, Jon Stewart's black, so you know what I mean. Like they like, hey, I ain't gotta listen to this guy, bro. Yo, that's really what they trying to do, which is crazy because if you look at the way that they use their rings, they're way different, bro. Jon Stewart is a fucking engineer, dog.
Yeah, he's an architect engineer.
He builds complex constructs, bro. Hal Jordan be making shit like baseball gloves and catapults and You know what I mean? Like it's like way more simple shit,
Sky
bro.
knows his shit, bro.
Yeah,
John
man.
Stewart is when his constructs are built, they're almost to completion, whatever he's thinking of, because he knows the interior design of it all. And Hal is just like baseball glove, and he might not know how it's made, but his willpower creates it, right? So imagine whose constructs are better. This guy knows the intricacies of what he's building, John Stewart, plus willpower. Then you got Hal, who's just like baseball glove, which is
Yeah,
powerful through the sheer will, but
brick wall.
Brick
You know what I'm saying?
wall. I know
Boxy
bricks
glove.
are made of this, And John Stewart's like, minigun.
I was about to say, I'm gonna build a minigun. I was just about to say that. Oh God, I was about to say, I'm gonna build a minigun. I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Fact.
I don't know what you're talking about. My shit is complex.
Mhm.
But he still has stuff that he can obviously learn from Hal. So
For sure.
Yeah.
Because
it's like,
Hal's a better cop. He's a better space cop.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Been doing it way longer, bro.
Which honestly, the way they're doing it makes sense in terms of how John got the ring, but they're not going to, and they're already probably not executing it the way that they should, because John is Hal's replacement when Hal got hurt or injured or something like that. And then when Hal came back, it was like, all right, I'm back. But he didn't take the ring or something from him. He got his own other ring. Or I think he gave him back the original, and then John got his own or something like that. But there wasn't no real beef like that. It's cool trying to create conflict, but I'm just over the DCU, dog. I'm just over it. Shit is ass.
TJ said John being engineer basically imagined a bird. It's like James Gunn switched their imagination abilities. Crazy, bro.
Oh, for real? See, I ain't seen none of it really, bro. I ain't seen no clips, none of that shit. I just seen
DC
that one
all
little
the way.
fart clip that keeps coming out.
Said the Guardians consider Hal the greatest Lantern ever. The only one better was Sinestro, who took it too far, using fear instead of will.
Yep. That is true.
Shout out to DC all the way, aka Rebel Moon Tales. But go ahead and keep cooking, Cozy, because I'm about to close this up in a second, bro.
No, like I'm where you at. I'm tired of this too. Like there was a time where I could sit here and be a proud DC fan, and now all I can do is be a disappointed father and just walk over to my second favorite child, which is Marvel, and just be like, hey, yeah, let me celebrate Marvel when I really want to celebrate DC, but I can't because y'all brought an imbecile who doesn't know what he's doing and doesn't take this stuff seriously. So it's just like, all right, man, like I tell him to put the fries in the bag, man. That's really it. Like, tell him put the fries in the bag, get Zach back, and yeah.
Hey, he gonna be personally slinging in big box meals pretty soon, bro.
Basically,
personally, on God, he is, bro. Yo, you got anything else though, Cozy?
Nah, that's really it, man.
Hey, I appreciate you pulling up and giving your thoughts on this, man. There was some other stuff that kind of came out too that we didn't discuss, but I'm gonna do that on like a Zack Snyder hour because we got a lot of stuff that we can still kind of talk about. Apex Lux, what's your final thoughts as we kind of get ready to close this thing on out, bro? About all this news that it kind of dropped within the past like 12 hours or so. I don't know, 12,
something like that.
16 hours, right?
Yeah,
24 hours, especially.
Yeah, especially that. Just essentially, I wanted to say this earlier, but I'll say it now. I think it's hilarious to see people still tagging that other studio with the mountain logo and all this stuff.
God. Crazy, bro.
It's hilarious. Like, bro, he's on a Warner Brothers studio lot.
Crazy,
like,
bro.
Motherfuckers are lucky we're even saying Warner Brothers. Okay, Let's just start with that.
Facts.
Facts, bro.
You know how long it's been since I've said Warner Brothers in a positive light? Like, y'all lucky we were saying Warner Brothers and not saying that studio. Like, that was my rhetoric for the longest. As I was typing it out today, posting my memes, having a good laugh, I was like, shit, I don't even want to say this. I don't even want to say, but I'm like, let me stop being a cultist, a cell movement cultist. You know what I'm saying? For once, let me chill. You know what I mean? So y'all lucky that's even a thing. But y'all got the nerve to tag that other effing place that's owing people money right now because they don't know what the hell they're doing. What you tagging them for
right now?
Facts. What you tagging them for? They don't own Warner Brothers. That's the point. Motherfuckers tagging them. That's bro. That's
tagging
crazy
them, but wasn't tagging Netflix. Wow, bro.
Bruh, imagine, right? You own a home, right? And you got a for sale sign outside your home, right? Me and Cozy ride by your house, Sky, right? We got your number. We calling you like, hey, bro, how much? But the motherfucker in the back seat is calling your neighbor to see if they can purchase it. Make that make sense. Like, what are we doing? Stop talking to anyway. Do what y'all want. Let me shut up. Y'all do what y'all want. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Tag whoever you want with your heart's desire. Don't even worry about it. Don't even pay attention to what I'm saying. Go mountain, go mountain, go.
Right?
It's fucking stupid. Anyway, I just had to get that off my chest. That aside, this news is great. That article was very coded. It was very, very coded. You know, Zack kicked it off by, basically giving a glowing description of the people he was with on Warner Brothers lot, and then choosing the song Home. That was pretty telling. And then this article, Heroes Welcome for Zack. Warner Brothers' once proud son, describing Zack.
Excalibur,
for God's
settlements.
sake. Quiet settlement. Like, that said a lot. So, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the signal that Zack is back and he is about to do something big with DC, and hopefully it is the return of the Snyderverse, because honestly, I'm going to say this and I'm going to give up the mic. There's no excuse not to. We know that, right? But just bear with me for a second. The only thing in the way is this weird little wedge, right? That thought it was going to make some noise, but it turned out to be some little annoying wedge. It's called the DCU. It didn't make enough noise. The only thing the DCU did was shine a bigger light and a bigger signal for everybody to go check out Zack's Snyderverse and Zack's DCEU. It made detractors and outright venomous haters of Zack Snyder either like or love or appreciate the work that he did. You move the DCU out of the way, it'll be like nothing ever happened. I promise you. Whatever executive may listen to this, whatever little intern may take the notes over to whatever executive, ain't nobody tripping. We're not tripping. The DCU didn't do nothing. Okay, this isn't going to be some weird thing where the executives go, it can confuse the audience. Nobody saw that stuff. It didn't do anything in the box office. It's fine. It didn't confuse anyone. No one watched it. No one bought the merch. So who did it confuse?
If anything, to
really didn't confuse
point.
this guy.
Did you guys see the new Superman trailer.
Who's playing Superman? Is it Henry Cavill?
I am not going to watch that movie.
a
dog saves him?
No, you're not. First of all,
Jesus Christ. Is
you're
that
not, you're not
hold
watching
on.
it. You.
Wait a minute. Is that a fucking
Matthew,
super dog?
Look at this.
Is that a super dog?
I'm out. First of all,
look, it's got super dogs dragging him to safety. It's over.
Listen to me.
The dog.
I watched this with the sound.
Look at the dog. Why is the dog able to drag him? He's taking that girl up in the sky to make out with her.
Hey, Matt, the dog's a bad choice. I'll admit that.
But he's from another planet.
What happened to the original Superman?
Hold on. I'm with you.
No, not Christopher Reeves. He's paralyzed. I'm talking about the last guy.
They weren't confused
at
but
all.
I always love how homie was in there fighting for his life, trying to fucking defend that shit. He's like, no. But if you watch it with the sound on, it's less terrible. You know, like what the fuck?
I was listening to the dude that was sitting next to Rogan who was like, I like dogs. And he's like, you know what? Actually, the dog choice was actually terrible. Who decided on the dog?
Yeah. And once you remove this big wedge and this big thorn called the DCU, it'll be like there was this incredible gap of time where it's like, what the hell happened? What happened from 2021 to now? What happened to DCU?
Nothing.
Exactly. and I'm done. You got the mic.
To Leon's point and to that clip's point, that's all I hear is people still asking, where's Henry Cavill? Where's that Superman? As much as the DCU fans want to mention Corn Sweat and all that, to like Leon said, any executives, any interns, whoever that is working over there and that's listening, all people remember is Henry Cavill as Superman, Ben Affleck as Batman, Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, Jason Momoa as Aquaman, not Lobo, Aquaman, Ray Fisher as Cyborg, and Ezra Miller as Flash. That's all people remember. Nobody, like Leon said, nobody cares about what the DCU is doing. All people care about is when's the next Man of Steel movie? When are we getting our Ben Affleck solo movie? When are we getting Justice League 2 and 3? That's it. Yep. And if y'all really are looking for the money like that, the money is in that. And y'all know this. We know this. Just make it happen. That's all you got to do. Just
to doom, motherfuckers.
Just make it happen. That's it. Just make it happen.
I'm glad you put that clip up real quick, Sky. Because I'm gonna say this, man. Would y'all be surprised if there was a partnership between Netflix and Warner Brothers at the end of this, in some way, shape, or form?
Nope.
And then you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna say this.
But listen, I've spent a lot of time, Joe, slating everybody in the company. Backstage, I'm starting fights off everybody. I've ridiculed everyone on the roster. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants.
That's an incredible clip. And you know what I have to say? Once they grab the broom, the vacuum, and the mop, I need them to get a certain type of people. Exactly.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
That was my reaction.
Filthy.
To this. Go on mute.
Where's the dog? The dog, loser! You took the dog! Where's the dog? They've always been wrong about me. I get scared, but that is being human. And that's my greatest strength. Why are you being like this? I wasn't representing anyone. We're going to die.
Bro, that last one is diabolical, bro. He sounded like he was being penetrated, dog. That's crazy.
For
bro.
real. That last
so
like yikes, bro.
All right, hey, look. Any other final words, man, before we close this thing on up, bro? I gotta get out of here, man.
Just one.
What's that?
Bang.